Thank you, Rana. For an in-depth analysis of the escalating tensions between Hezbollah and Israel, we're now joined from Rome by military analyst Mr. Paolo Mauri. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Paolo. We're glad to have you with us on QNews. I want to
Good
start with
afternoon.
Hezbollah's warning to turn Haifa into a destructive place. How serious is this warning, and what are the chances that this could provoke a stronger Israeli response?
Well, these kind of warnings doesn't have to be underestimated, since even if the IDF destroyed the most part of the Hezbollah missile arsenal, Hezbollah still has the capabilities to strike inside the Israel territories. In fact, what we have seen last night, I mean, meaning with this, the attack in the barracks of the IDF that caused 4 victims and many other injuries, is exactly this kind of things. If we could know exactly what kind of drone hit that base, we can understand who gave them. But mostly we have to, Israel must fear the missile arsenal. So in fact, the biggest operation that IDF are doing in the south of Lebanon is to push forward this threat away from the territory of Israel.
Now, Mr. Paolo, can you explain the strategic significance of the targets selected by both Israel and Hezbollah? Are these strikes meant to convey a broader message beyond immediate military objectives?
Well, in the past days, we have experienced a shift in the strategy. As I already told from QNews last week, IDF right now are starting the widening of the operation involving right now Syria. We know that special operation forces penetrated in the Syrian territory from the Golan Heights. And apparently, the Syrian army didn't react. In fact, we have some news that a brigade of the Syrian army retreat in front of this little invasion. Talking about the biggest strategy, to me, it's clear that Israel is trying to eliminate all the threats from all the borders. So from the Lebanon, from Syria, from Gaza. And I think that the main target right now is Lebanon. But what does this mean? First of all, is to try to going further inside Lebanon territories, occupying it to secure the territory from the threat from Hezbollah, and then disrupting the whole system of Hezbollah, meaning the logistics system, the communication system between the chief and the militants everywhere, starting from Beirut. It's my opinion that they won't stop in the Litani River. They won't stop in the zone of exclusion, the UNIFIL, the United Nations mission, but they go forward until Beirut, like in the 80s.
Now, Mr. Paolo, let's assess the military tactics. Have you noticed any significant changes in the military tactics used by Israel and Hezbollah compared to previous confrontations?
Well, the attacks are stronger. Right now, Israel is targeting all the assets intelligence found in Lebanon. I think that this will happen the same in Syria, or at least in the part of the territory at the boundaries between Syria and Israel. And going on the opposite side, the capability of Hezbollah to strike in a massive way has been mainly reduced by this airstrike from Israel that destroyed many missile depots and other ammunition depots. So right now, Hezbollah is trying to hit some targets that can have a political sign. They can have a political weight in the conflict, and they're using it with all the means that they have. For example, the drones.
Now, drones have been a significant means in the operations between Israel and Hezbollah. If you can expand more on the role that drones are playing in the mutual attacks between them, and how have they influenced the overall dynamics of this conflict?
Well, drones are a kind of game changer we have already seen in the conflict since the Nagorno-Karabakh war in 2020. And particularly, they are perfectly fit for this kind of war. This is an asymmetrical war because they cost less than a missile or a rocket, and they have the capability to avoid if they fly very low, to avoid the radar shield, so they can hit the target even if they don't inflict very strong damages. In the other side, Israel has a modern and fully capable army, but it can be in difficult if in cases of this kind of strikes with drones are massive.
Lastly, Mr. Paolo, I want to shed light on the timing. From your point of view, what are Hezbollah's primary objectives in escalating the conflict at this time? Is this driven by internal Lebanese politics or external pressures?
Well, I guess it's more about the internal politics. We all know that Hezbollah has been seriously damaged with the kinetic and non-kinetic actions, like the one on the pagers, and like the decapitation strike of Nassan Nasrallah. And new leaders have to do something to let the people perceive that they still exist, that they're still efficient, and they can still fight Israel.
For your valuable insights. Now we're going to move back to